We back. Salakia, the damn video cut off on me. But yeah, like I was saying, these sports are coming. Sports is becoming less entertaining than what it used to be. You know, at its height when people were obsessed and really enjoying it, it's becoming basically a laughing stock. Really, people aren't taking it as serious. And with these guys, these superstars joining up like this, it's making the sport less competitive. And it's really just, it's taking the fun out of the game, but that goes into the scripture that I just read. The spirit of Egypt shall fell in the midst thereof. That's why I titled this whole thing, Will There Be Another NBA Season? Not because I care about fucking NBA. I mean, I watch it, in my leisure time, but because you can find signs and everything of us coming closer to the end of this society as we know it. Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 10, and I'm going to read verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. And you're seeing that the folly that these people are engulfed in is losing its spark, is losing its flame. It's not as at its pinnacle at one point. Even with the music, a lot of the music sounds the same. It's not as authentic. Um, it's not really spiritual or soulful into it. It's just thrown out there to make numbers through streaming services. Everything is losing its meaning is meaningful. The meaningful part of things is basically being taken out of it. So when you look at these things with the sports and these superstars joining up in the NBA, it's like it's no longer what it used to be. Like you go back to like I'll be 27 in to like 2 months, but for any other older guys that watch sports, they'll tell you, man, back in our day, guys were more competitive. They'd rather play against each other than play with each other. And now it's to the point that all the superstars are just making super teams, and it's just not the same. It's just not the same, man. Okay, and that's part of the society going down. That's part of the spirit of Egypt failing, and this place is just going down, man. Now to wrap up this video, I'm just going to get a little article on the bread and circuses because the scriptures tell us that America is spiritually Rome. Okay, um, it's the revised Roman Empire, really the European Union and NATO, but America has a lot of similarities of Rome. Now, but don't when Rome was falling and losing its strength and losing its power, they had something called bread and circuses where they would entertain the people. And that's what America's been doing while it was for America has been falling for a long time now. It just didn't start. But while the sports and everything was at its pinnacle and at its height and people were enjoying it, America was falling and these people didn't know it, you know? Um, Let me read a little bit. It says, Rome in the first 2 centuries AD faced a yawning gulf between rich and poor. Do we not face an ever increasing gap between the rich and the poor? Greg Raw reports in the Market Watch, fresh research from the U.S. Central Bank shows the gap in income and wealth between the richest and the poorest households, already at historically high levels, continues to widen. And this article was done in 2017, and we're heading into 2020, so that shows you it's only gotten worse since then. The gap between the rich and the poor. Okay, and that's because these central bankers that these private central banking families that run the currency of these countries, they're making it that way. Um, Let me read another point. It says Rome's economy created few exportable goods. Then it goes on to basically he's comparing America to ancient Rome, and then it says, are our manufacturing capabilities systematically transferred to foreign shores? In December 2016, Jar Burstein and Dean Baker wrote in the Atlantic, Trump's intention in reducing the deficit to boost factory jobs, since America's trade imbalance exists almost exclusively in manufactured goods. So we're following the same trends of a falling ancient Rome. Continuing, it says, slaves acquired by conquest built most of its bridges, roads, and aqueducts, and took jobs in farming, mining, and construction. It says, are we not leaving the construction industry, the farming jobs, and those which no American wants to do to a new class of effective slaves called the legal alien? And that's true. Now you want to keep the Mexicans out, which they are the tribe of Issachar of the Hebrew Israelites. You want to keep them out, but they do the jobs that don't nobody want to do, and they don't get paid shit, you know. But Rome was doing the same thing. Uh, It says, as this cheaper labor replaced Roman citizens, idle, unemployed, hungry people filled the capital. Do we not have the idle and unemployed filling our urban cities? Yes. This rising numbers of homeless people have pushed abject poverty into the open like never before and have overwhelmed cities and nonprofits. And yes, homeless people is at an all-time high right now here in America. America wants to go dictate problems in other countries like Syria, Iran, and Venezuela, but yet you got problems over here in your own land. Okay. It says the Caesars created, and this is all what was going on while they was having bread and circuses, entertainment and sports, showing you that America's about to fall, man. You know, because this is while sports was at its peak, all this has been going on, but now sports is losing its thunder. So it shows you that this place is about to be out of here. The bread and circuses is losing its thunder, and all these things are culminating to the end of America's society. It says the Caesars created make work and part-time jobs, subsidized housing, and doled out grain. Do we not subsidize housing and provide food assistance to the idle and unemployed? Yes. Let's continue. It says, the emperors added holidays until eventually the Romans spent half their days attending gladiator games, public executions, and chariot races. Do we not have the government spending funds on baseball and football stadiums? How many governments run lotteries festering the hopes of the masses for a quick path to riches? And a lot of these rich people, they're into, like, you have a thing called fantasy sports now, which that shit is totally rigged, where these people put millions of dollars on certain players and teams to do certain things, and they bank off of it. You know, not to mention, you know, like he said, the lotteries, you know, the Mega Millions and all that stuff that's controlled. It's all a game. But yeah, that's basically all I want to read on that. Basically, it shows you that with the folly of the bread and circuses, sports and entertainment, while all that was at its peak, which is not at its peak no more, it's not at it's fallen. America has been experiencing economic depth. You know, a lot of it's experiences stock market crashes on the regular. It's a lot that has been going on. Racial tensions, civil unrest among the people, just like in ancient Rome. While all this was going on, while you've been entertained with bread and circuses, and now, as you can clearly see, as sports and is losing its thunder, America is falling more and more over trillions and dollars in debt. The people here are not getting along, and it's only a matter of time before World War III kicks off. And yeah, just like I said, I just wanted to use this video to look at another spiritual outlook on the NBA and how that is also another sign. Even if there is another NBA season, it's still showing you how close we are to the end, that all these players are basically joining up and just ruining the competitive spirit of basketball. But with all that, I hope the elect was edified. To the next time, I say shalom.